I was the weird child who grew up dreaming about working in politics and being a politician and wearing a suit, as opposed to the kid who wanted to be a fireman or a cowboy or an astronaut. I grew up in Springfield, Illinois, born and raised. I have family that work in politics at the state capitol, and so politics was something that I was always around my entire life. I would also go visit my aunt who works at the Capitol building, and I would work as a page from like the age of 12 until I was 17 or 18 when I graduated high school. You're essentially an assistant, so if they need water, lunch, honestly, errands to go back to their office while they're in session, that's kind of your job. And I was always assigned to whatever politician that my aunt was working for at the time. It got to the point where I would be sitting on the floor and I would be making votes. And he would want to go and play golf, or he would want to go to lunch. And it would be the page who was voting, and his answer would just be, vote whatever the person next to you is voting. And I guess at some point I looked around and I saw everybody who was voting was pages. So there were almost no politicians left on the Senate floor. And it was a bunch of 12 to 17-year-olds making decisions that we voted people in to make them. I came to Northeastern after taking several years off of school, trying other career paths, and always got brought back to the one that I first started with. I myself am a full-time student. I don't have a full-time job, but I do work at a law firm. I have an internship there. It definitely isn't supporting me, so scholarships in any way help to pay my bills, to pay my rent, food, living expenses. Northeastern is just the beginning of a long road of education for me. So it's nice to have the opportunity to get a scholarship, because once you're in law school, it takes up so much of your time that you're going insane and pulling your hair out just being a full-time law student. I was lucky enough to receive the Chuck Haynes Scholarship. It was a pleasant surprise. I had applied for a general scholarship. It's a huge pleasure and honor to be chosen and selected. I would just like to tell the donor thank you. You don't know how much good you're doing. It is a huge financial burden lifted from the student who receives it. Presidential politics is definitely not anywhere in my realm of thought, but I wouldn't mind starting at alderman, going to state level representative, maybe the cap, like the coup d'etat would be governor. That's a stretch. I would be happy making a difference at any political level. Definitely focused here in Illinois. I guess I always wanted to make a change. People think I'm crazy for wanting to go into politics in Illinois, seeing how corrupt it is. But from a young age, I saw the corruption and I saw the incorrectness. And I wanted to be that superhero that fixed it.